All right, welcome back. I know that sometimes when we get on a break, it's a little tough for some people to come back. Okay, so we're going to continue from where we stopped. So we were looking at how to niche down. And so we're talking about how you can define your target clients, right? And so we're saying that as much as you have already niched down, you have been able to research on the industries that you want to serve. And that's why I also insist that the niching would help you. The niching would help you streamline on the industry you want to serve. And in any particular skill or in any particular freelancing skill, you can actually niche, because I mean, the world is so big, right? The market space is so big. So you can choose to actually focus on a particular industry. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing. From all the skills that we're offering, or from all the programs that you see we put together, whether it's from data analysis to graphic design to even project management, you can choose that your project management service can be only for restaurants, for example, or your project management service can be only for even for schools, like I said, right? So you can choose where to focus. There are some people who, in the course of my work with government agencies, I saw that they are project management professionals and their focus was to work only for government agencies and parastatals. So it's up to you. And there is no skill, there is no industry that you want to be, whether it is on the digital space or offline, that cannot allow you niche down. So you can niche down. And when you even niche to the industry, you can still choose the market segment in the industry that you've niched down that you want to serve. Like I said, depends on the grade of your service. You can choose to offer your service to A-class industries or agencies or companies, or businesses, right? If you think that your service is not up to that A-class yet, you can serve the B-class. You can serve the B-class. You can choose to serve the small businesses or the individuals. It just depends on you, your expertise, and your interest. And then, like I also mentioned, you want to know what their pain points are, because every market segment have different problems or different pain points or different things or different goals or different things they want to achieve. So it's important for you to research on those things that they are worried about and see how you can provide a solution that fits them. Okay, so you want to identify where your clients are the most active. And so if you've decided to niche down and you've decided on the clients that you want to serve, you want to find out where they are. Are they, for example, if you want to speak to government agencies, you and I know that you can't find them online, right? You have to go to their offices, you have to network, you have to find out what programs and events they go to, and you have to go there. If you are speaking to small businesses, you know that they are online. You can email them, you can Facebook them, you can, So you have to be sure where they are. Are they on Google? Are they on search engines? Are they, so decide. But if you're a digital person, and that's why I'm so excited about the digital world that we're living today. There's pretty much, when you chose a niche that you can easily find on the internet, I can be anywhere, for God's sake. I can be in Rwanda and still be serving businesses that are in Nigeria. You can be anywhere. That's the beauty of freelancing. And that's why I'm so passionate about spreading the word and encouraging young people to maximize the use of the internet, okay? And see how they will be able to serve various markets. All you need is just to have one skill, and perfect that one skill. And you are able to serve a large number of people, and you are not tied down to any geographical location, right? So find out where they are. If they are offline, find them. If they are on Google, find them. If they have a website, you can find their email, find them. If they're on social media, find them. If they are individuals, you're looking for them in groups, find them. If they are on WhatsApp, okay, you want to find them and find ways to network and establish relationships with them, okay? And at the same time, you should study your potential client's target audience as well, because again, if you want to solve the problems of businesses, of agencies, of companies, You also want to know what problems they are also about to solve. So you need to find out who their target audience is as well. When I used to consult for governments, providing PR services and radio engagements for them, I needed to know which agency of government I want to work with. And I needed to know who they are interested to talk with. And if I had that information, that will also guide me on what sort of platform I needed to get on the radio at that time, who were people who are going to be looking for information from that agency or ministry, or who the platform that has the target audience that that agency or ministry was looking for, basically. So it makes sense to want to know who the potential clients of your clients are. It doesn't matter what you're offering to them, whether it is just basic graphic design. Knowing who their target market is will let you know the kind of color and feel and typeface and all that to use, right? So understanding these aspects will help you build a portfolio that will be tailored to your own target clients and that will also meet your marketing needs. So please, these things that we're talking about are important. And thank God we're recording this. So in case certain things are not clear now, I'm sure that by the time you listen to it a couple of times, you will have clarity, especially if you're just beginning in the business space. You also want to explore the new trends in the marketplace. In case the grammar is too big, maybe we talk about emerging markets and they are too big. Just basically, you want to know what is the current happening or what are the current trends, at the moment. So yes, what we used to do back in the days, 10 days ago, as freelancer consultants, media consultants, we can't do now. Those days when radio was the only thing that you can use to communicate to a mass spectrum of people, that's not the case now, right? Now there is internet. Now there is you can target a demography. You can sit in Lagos and choose that you want to sell a particular product to people in Cotonou, and it will work just fine. In fact, you can sit in Abuja and say that your target market is people in London, and it works. There was a time I used to be a member of the Export Promotion Council, and we used to talk about how we can provide exports to some of the local markets in the US, in the UK, and all that. And one day I decided, I think there was this lady that we were collaborating with to sell fish and fresh foods to. And I decided to put a campaign ad to sell dry fish in the UK. You'll be amazed at the feedback. I sat down in my room in Abuja, did that advert, targeted the market, the local markets in the UK. All I needed was just a distribution person who was going to do the doorstep distribution. My fish gets to the UK, the person picks them from the store or from the African store that the person is in the UK and begins to distribute them. So even right there in my room in Abuja, I was still able to target the market in the UK, and the same thing can happen, for everyone. So staying informed about the industry and market landscape can help you position yourself as an industry expert, okay? You should explore current trends to leverage untapped niche segments, expand your skills, and adapt to the rapidly changing environment. For some of you who are just starting, like I said, you want to check some of the markets that are untapped. What area are people not looking at? The only way you can do that is to, first of all, focus on your own interest, focus on your skill. If you don't already have one, just focus on the things that you think that you can sustain, that you'll be excited about doing, and begin to see what people are currently doing. And based off your creativity or your passion, you might be able to find out a way that you can do it that other people are not doing it. Or you might be able to find out a particular demography or a particular group of people that you think have not been served in the marketplace, and you can create a product that can serve them. Most times it is only when you sit down as a person in retrospect and do your own research that you can get clarity. And with the help of God, sometimes you're able to get some wisdom and some information that can help you, get started. So this proactiveness helps you stay relevant and competitive in your niche. If you do all of this research and take some time to really find out the pain points and the market segment and all that, you'll find that you're very competitive in your niche. So choose the niche with a winning balance also. Like I said earlier, there are many opportunities, across diverse industries, especially on the digital space, in the tech, creative, and even in the service sector. It is up to you to decide on which particular niche to choose. So with careful planning and research, you can get into the freelance industry and climb all the way to the top. You can start now, and in a year or 2 or 3, you can become competitive. One of the things that we're also teaching in some of the freelance classes that we're having is how you can have a portfolio as a freelancer And this portfolio can be anywhere. Yes, there is Fiverr. Yes, there is Upwork. But even just having as simple as having a Facebook account and utilizing your email and WhatsApp alone, you still will be able to attract the kind of clientele that you're looking for, especially if you're able to do the research and you're able to poach or position yourself that you can attract them. So ultimately, you should strive for a winning balance that compensates well, that meets a particular market demand, that matches your passion and your skill to ensure a fulfilling and sustainable freelance career. So please, in summary, do this work, okay? Do this work, ensure that you try to find your gift and your talent and your passion. See that you can acquire a skill in line with that if you do not already have it. Do the research. With careful planning and research, you can actually get into the freelance industry and climb all the way to the top. But above all, ensure that you have a winning balance, one that compensates you well in terms of the financial reward that you get for offering the service, one that meets the market demand, that solves the problem, hits the pain points of your target market, and also that matches with your passion and your skill, and ensure that in the long run, you can have a fulfilling freelancing career. So again, the world of freelancing has so many untapped potentials, especially in the African market. It just behoves on you, on all of us. Depends on how hungry we are, how much we're willing to do the work, to do the research, to acquire the needed skill, and to do all the due diligence to go all the way out to ensure we win in this freelancing space. So I urge you tonight, after this session, sit down, take a pen and paper, or all through the weekend, begin to reflect on the niche market, begin to reflect on the skill you already have, begin to do the research, begin to think about what sort of skill you need to add to what you already have. Okay, if you don't already have the tools, begin to draft out a plan as to how you can start with from where you are with what you have to the point where you can offer the services or raise some money, to be able to get the tools that you need, and take a final decision to embark on your freelancing journey and get on it head on. So this is the end of my presentation today. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask me. If you have any contributions, any recommendations, anything that you think we haven't added here today, please go ahead. Like I said, our trainings are done in such a way that every day, every time we do it again, we continue to improve upon it based off of, the previous experience, what people are taking away, the feedback that they're giving us, and what is currently trending. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask me. If you have any recommendations you want to make, please, any comments whatsoever would be appreciated. Thank you so much. And thank you for staying till the end. Tehide has been very consistent. Thank you for the review today. It made my day. Ture Mumuni Bolanle. My friend Stella Maris, thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you, Tehide. Oluwatobilola. Oluwatobiloba Alice. I got it right.
Good evening, Ma. Thank you very much.
Stella Maris. Thank you. I'm getting better.
All right. That's a good one.
Yes. You have any feedback for us tonight?
No feedback per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Balami Hassan, you have something you want to say? Oluwatobiloba Alice, you want to say something? Oh, Alice just left. Tehide Tadios, talk to us. You have anything you want to say? Ture Mumuni Bolanle. Yeah, Tehide, talk to us. I see your mic is unmuted.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I want to appreciate you for this opportunity. I have a challenge right now. My challenge is the actual niche to follow. Like, while the class was going on, I was kind of within myself, and I was like, which of the niche do I want to fall into? Because my desire is just to see how I can be able to leverage from the internet. So I was thinking of starting with data and entry and then go to other ones. But from your teaching, I discovered that it's better you have a niche and be dedicated to it, and then people will know that as far as this niche is concerned,
Yes.
you can deliver well. So at this point now, I'm kind of confused. Is it possible for me to get a guidance on how I can be able to choose a particular niche that can be able to flow in very well?
Yes. Okay, so this your question now has brought up an idea in my head. So probably before we start the class in the next session, we'll find a way to present the diverse programs and niches that we have, and maybe do like a brief background on each of them and talk about the potential that are available so that people can, get clarity to choose. But nonetheless, trying to do the data entry and becoming a data analyst is also not a bad idea. But then again, every data entry person, in fact, even the facilitator, is going to be enrolling, his partner is going to be enrolling in our graphic design class, because to do data entry very well, at some point, you will need some graphical skills as well. That's why I say that there are some of the skills that, yes, there might be a focus niche, but the services align. So if you're a graphic designer, if you're a web designer, it's imperative that you also have an idea how beautiful graphics are made, because you're going to need graphics to develop a beautiful website. So the fact that you want to do data entry and you can do something like graphic design in addition does not mean that you drifted away from the niche. You can still be a data analyst or data entry specialist who have who also have good skills with graphics, because some of the jobs you're going to be giving as a data entry specialist may require a bit of graphical inputs as well. So if you already have that, it makes you even a better data analyst than somebody else who does not have. So continue to think about your niche area, do some research, just check about what I just said now, a combination of a data analyst and having some graphic design skills, and see how you can combine this and how this would, make sense for your future. But then again, your decision to want to do data entry is not a bad one. And having other support skills that can help you do better at one of the skills you've chosen would also be highly recommended. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
All right. You're welcome. Cardios. Okay. If nobody else wants to say something, I think we'll close. Balanle, do you want to say something? Balami Hassan, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something.
Okay, go ahead, Balami.
Yeah, concerning your target customer.
Yes.
That you say you can operate everywhere you are.
Yes.
So sometimes in terms of delivering some things, there is a need of how can somebody reach his other target customer that if they are needed, they need urgently of some things that you will deliver. So if you're out of the country, how it will be possible?
Yeah, it depends on what sort of service or product that you're offering. Like I said earlier, freelancing works perfectly more with services. And with the help of the internet these days, there are certain services, digital services particularly, that does not require your physical presence. If you are freelancing and you have tangible products that must be delivered, then you might need to have like colleagues or support system or people who can help you deliver services or deliver, maybe, for example, okay, let me use myself for example. I designed a profile for a company, right? And after I came up with the content, I needed a graphic designer to put together the graphical elements. And when it was ready, we sent it to the client to review it, and they were happy with it, and we needed to print it. Now, I was not in the country, and that profile needed to be delivered hard copy. All I needed was just to have a network of someone who is a printer. And I've already had this network of people all this while. So I needed to just convert this thing into a PDF file and send it to the printer. The printer prints it, and the delivery man takes it to the customer. So that's why we talked about collaboration. We talked about network. If you are in this industry, you must collaborate with other service providers, with other networks, other colleagues who can help you provide some other components, when you cannot deliver them. I don't know if this makes any sense to your question, Balami.
Yeah, I'm perfectly understood.
Okay.
That is what I want to get it. I get it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so I think we'll close here, except if Bolanle has something they want to say. If not, I think we can close, and then we will meet again on Monday, and we will continue from there. I'll try to send in the quiz for yesterday and today, either tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll also send the recording for today. If I can't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. So, Bolanle, you want to say something?
Good evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening,
Thanks so
Bolanle.
much.
Yeah,
Thanks for always being there. Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still gathering some things.
Okay.
But is just what you have said. I need to understand myself better. I have lots of things in my head. I've not been able to actually coordinate, and now I pinpoint what I actually want. And when it comes to computer, actually I've been a lazy girl. And I run away from it. Right while I was even in school, and it's even still affecting me till now. It's not that I cannot really handle it, but I don't know, maybe it's a phobia or whatsoever. So I'm thinking of what I can do outside the system, outside all these spreadsheets, Excel or whatsoever. So maybe that's why I'm still having a little setback on to really get it right.
Did you join the data entry training?
I didn't, so because presently I don't have a good laptop. My laptop is bad.
Okay.
So I'm thinking when I get another one, I will join. That's why I didn't even join.
Okay.
Do you train from the scratch for the data entry?
Yes, it's actually from the scratch. I would recommend that whether you have a laptop or not.
I have enrolled
50%
in
of
a
the people in
computer
that
school
class don't have a
before.
laptop, but like you said, because they train from the scratch, it will help you to get some momentum.
I have enrolled in a computer school. I didn't finish it. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's a phobia. I don't really know. Like some of the slang, the words, and I don't know, Sha.
I will
But I'm
find you
still
on
thinking
WhatsApp.
of what
I'll
I
give you
can
the case.
Okay, what I can do outside computer. I think I'll be good to
Okay,
go.
no problem. I'll be on your case. I'll find you on WhatsApp. I'll see. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, so have a good night, everyone. Thank you all for staying to this point. We'll see you on Monday. If I can send the recorded version tonight, I will send it tomorrow. And the quiz. Everyone have a good night.
Simba. But are you closing them? Are you closing them?